This October 20th through the 22nd, TFCon Orlando at Doubletree by Hilton Hotel Orlando at SeaWorld with special guests Bob Budiansky, Victor Caroli, Dan Gilvison, Gary Chalk, Richard Newman, Alex Milne, David Sobloff, and Casey Kohler. Meet mediocre YouTubers Bert the Stormtrooper, Deluxe Baldwin, Diecast Norbs, Engineer Hoist, Fire Talks, Ghost Prime, Cato's Collection, Patriot Prime, Rodimus Primal, and Treebot. If you see them, make sure and say hi. You'll most likely find them at the bar. That's TFCon Orlando in October. Be there!
I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members. Thank you. It's continued support like yours that keeps this channel growing. And if you haven't already, please consider joining today. Hello and welcome. I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be doing something very, very different. We're going to be doing an unboxing of a brand new Star Trek The Next Generation transporter from 1993. I'm really, really excited about this, and we're going to find out together if 30 years later, does it still work? So, this is the first time I've done anything Star Trek on my channel. A while back, a lot of my friends know that I'm into fixing toys. So recently, a friend of mine who's a big Star Trek collector brought me his transporter unit because it wasn't working. So I took a look at it. We opened it up. We worked on it. We got it working, and it was my first time checking out this transporter, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I had to have my own. So I went out looking, and I found this one that has never been opened. This is from 1993. It's never been opened. We're going to open it here together for the first time and see if it works. It should out of the box, right? But you never know. So here we have the packaging. You got really cool artwork of the transporter. You can see Captain Picard right there beaming in or beaming out. Who knows? Might be one or the other. Collector's Edition number 021826. It's got Star Trek, The Next Generation, Space Definer Frontier, Transporter, the Molecular Beam Transportation System. Ready your favorite Star Trek figure in the light-up transporter chamber. Engage the controls to begin the transporting and activate transporter sounds. The figure is beamed out for special transporting effect, and then you can beam the character back to complete the mission. It's a new transporting effect. Actual sounds from the Star Trek TV show, beam in or out figures on command. This is from Playmates number 6104. A big box here, big playset. On the bottom here, we have an actual picture of the playset to see what it's going to look like. Again, we got those 4 steps right there. Top of the box, I think, is going to be the same, but upside down. Sides are going to be the same, just in different orders. And then the back of the box, we got a bio right there. If you want to pause that and read through it, I won't make you sit through listening to me read it, because this video is going to be long enough. And then, of course, we got that chamber again. We got the door, the primary energizing coils, light-up transport chamber, the pattern buffer, the transporter pads, that's all in there. Some cross-cells from some of the stuff from back then. We got the tricorder. My friend also brought me a tricorder that I worked on for him. He brought me a couple of his Star Trek toys, and among those was the transporter and also that tricorder I worked on for him. We got a Romulan Warbird and a Klingon attack cruiser. So that's about it for the packaging. So now, for the very first time, I got very little room here. So that piece of tape is already off, so we're going to leave that one alone. And I've got a little room to work here with, but, you know, for the very first time, we are cutting this tape for the first time ever. And this is very, very exciting for me. I had a couple of options to get this a little cheaper, loose, complete, tested and working and whatnot, but I thought it would be really neat if I just got one brand new. We'll back up the camera just some. There we go. And you just don't mind the other stuff around here. But I thought it would be fun if we just got to open a brand new and see what it looked like. And oh wow, yeah, that smells like 1993, doesn't it? There's a smell to it. There's just a smell to the way the plastics smell and the tape smells and all of that. So there we have our unit. Looks like it's all in there in one piece already. Taking a look inside the box, we got a piece of cardboard up here. And oh no, I ripped the box from the seam. 30-year-old glue did not hold up to my clumsiness. Why can't I get this out of here? I don't know if this piece of cardboard is supposed to come out. I'm really scared of damaging the box further. I've obviously already damaged it some. I'm scared of damaging it further. It does not want to come out, man. That's in there tight. All right, I think we're getting it. I think we're getting it. Come on, baby. There we go. So this piece did come off. It was, I see, it's got a little, kind of like a lump there, piece right there. So let's move that to the side. Let's move this to the side. We got some stuff in here. We got a little, we got our instructions. Looks like we got some stickers. We got a little blueprint. This is something I miss from the 90s. Toys in the 90s, especially play sets. And I remember a lot of Star Wars vehicles. I was really into collecting Star Wars in the 90s. They used to come with blueprints. I miss that. That was such a fun little detail that they would throw in there. So we'll just put this back in here. We'll put that up there at the top. And this bag is taped, so this was going to get damaged anyway. So hopefully we don't run too terribly long here. I know this is an unboxing and all of that, so we'll see. I'll try to make this as quick as possible. So we'll just take that plastic off right there. We'll shove that back in there, and then we'll put that back in there as well. I think that's how it was. Maybe it was this way. That's unfortunate that I ripped that box just a little bit, but you know what? It's right on the seam. I may be able to just put a little bit of use a glue stick and repair that. It didn't really damage the box, and it was right on the seam. So yeah, that's not terrible. So let's get rid of that box, because that box is enormous, and everybody's been asking me, where are you going to put this? Well, as I tell my wife every time I buy a new Transformer figure, life finds a way. So there it is. There's our transporter. This thing is from side to side approximately 11 inches. On the sides from front to back, because we got this little control piece here, that's going to be about 13. And then from top to bottom, we're looking at about 9 inches to the top of this little dome right here. So quite a sizable play set. We've got a door back here. We got some more tape to peel off. So let's just do that carefully. I don't know if this plastic has become brittle over the last 30 years or how much. So let's see. That seems to close okay. One of the reasons that I wanted to get it brand new in the box is because usually you see the color of this plastic. I always was afraid that maybe the plastic had yellowed on some of the loose ones that I saw. So I figured if I get it brand new in the box, maybe it's got no yellowing, but maybe that's just the color that this is. It looks like it's got some marks in there. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get in there to clean that. So, all right, let's take a look at what we've got in here. Let's take a look here. And yeah, that ripped right out. That little baggie did not survive my my melon fingers here. Oh well, that's fine. Just up it. Wow, that just ripped. All right, so that's trash. All right, so we've got ourselves a blueprint. Again, toys in the 90s had blueprints. This is very, very cool. I miss this from toys in the 90s. Ken is showing you all of the details of the transporter and how it works. Feel free to pause that. So if you want to read through it and whatnot, that's pretty cool. That'll get folded up and put away after I give it a good read. We've got our sheet of instructions. And the way this thing works, it's so cool. It really is a magic trick. It's so neat how this works. We've got some light bulbs. We've got battery placement. Where do the stickers go? As I see that we have this sticker, which is obviously this control panel. But then we've got these stripes here. And I don't know where these stripes go. The little dots. Oh, these are the little dots that go here. I see. Wow. Okay, so there's 4, 8, 12. Yeah, 12 of those. Okay, cool. I'll put those on later. I am going to put the controller one on. This one. I am going to put this one on. So let's do this one. And then I'll do the... Again, this is an unboxing and a review and a test, and I just don't want to make this video too terribly long. But we'll go ahead and we'll put this one in. It doesn't seem like it's going in there quite right. Maybe if I come in from the top, maybe. I need to get my friend Patriot Prime to come and do these stickers for he's the stickers master. All right, so there it is. We've got our control panel, and like I said, all of these other little stripes that go, these 12 little tiny stickers. That is going to be very time consuming. I'm not going to do that here for you guys. I'll do that later. There you go. We've got our sticker. We've got our control panel. We got the slider piece right here. We've got an on-off switch over here. It's currently set to on. We'll set that to off. And then down here at the bottom is where we're going to put in our batteries. Do I have enough nail to get in there? No. No, I do not. And I don't have a plastic. I wonder if this is strong enough. Nope. Looks like a screwdriver is going to be the way to go. Don't like doing that on plastic, but it does. The instructions do say to use a coin. So, you know, there's that. Okay. So we've got that there. Battery compartment is nice and clean as I expect it to be. I'm going to use some C batteries here. I've got these C batteries just laying here. If these don't work, I do have C and D size adapters for AA, and I got rechargeable AA's ready to go here behind me, so we can always switch out. So there we go. That went in. A little note about the light bulb. Okay, so now let's bring the camera down a bit so you can really kind of see the effect of this and how it works, because it is so cool. So first things first, let's flip the switch and see if it turns on. But before we turn it on, let's talk about conventions. A couple of conventions coming up soon. I'm going to be at, my friends are going to be at, and hopefully you'll be at. And if you are, and if you see us, come up and say hi. So the first convention, let's talk about TFCon Orlando 2023, October 20th through the 22nd. This is happening at the DoubleTree Hilton Hotel Orlando at SeaWorld. This isn't anything official. This is just my friends and I like to go to the show as normal con-goers. You and I are going as normal con-goers. Myself, Deluxe Baldwin's, Diecast Norbs, Fire Talks, Ghost Prime, Kato's Collections, Patriot Prime, Rodimus Primal. We're all going. We're all hanging out together. If you see us, come up, say hi, get some pictures, hang out, chat, all that good stuff. Again, this is happening in the DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel Orlando at SeaWorld. This is TFCon 2023, happening October 20th through the 22nd. The next show I am going to as an official guest. First time I've ever been invited to a show as an official guest. Free Play Florida, happening November 17th through the 19th at the RP Funding Center in Lakeland, Florida. This is my annual gaming convention. It is such a cool show. If you're into gaming, you gotta check this show out. It's put together completely by people like myself who are personal private owners and collectors, and in my case, restorers of arcade machines, pinball machines, old gaming consoles, old computers, that kind of stuff, right? So we all bring in games from our own private collections, and we build the largest arcade in Florida for one weekend. It is so cool. All the games are set to free play, hence the name. Once you're in, you don't need any quarters. You go, you see a machine you want to play, nobody's playing it, hit the button, play that game. It is so cool. There's going to be world record setting events happening. There's going to be panels, shows, concerts, all sorts of good stuff. It is the best gaming convention you could ever go to. The Free Play Florida at the RP Funding Center in Lakeland, Florida, happening November 17th through the 19th. Now, let's find out if this thing turns on. And there we go. We've got power. We have life on this thing. After 30 years, it is still working. Fantastic. Now, I've gone ahead and put the stickers on here while we were off camera. Right after I did that little promo thing, I went ahead and put the stickers on because it was bugging me. OCD. Nonetheless, here we have the unit. It is powered on. Now, how does this work? Well, it's a bit of a magic trick, which is really, really neat. So we're going to go over here to the side, and we're going to open the door. Now, granted, I mean, some of you out there, if you guys are trekkers, yes, the transporter room did not look like this. It was not a closed-in chamber, obviously, but there's a reason why this has to be the way it has to be. So in here, we've got the door that opens. We can see the wall back here. There's a little peg right there for your figures. If we look in here, you can see there's my hand right there. All right, so there's a peg in there. I've got pretty big hands. It's kind of hard to do. I'll do my best. We're going to put Riker in there. We got some foot pegs on Riker, so I'll do my best to get in there and get the figure on the foot peg right there, so you can see him right in there. Once again, we'll turn the unit around, and you can see Riker right in there. You can see my hand. We'll go ahead and close that door, and now it's time for some magic. So we just need to transport him away. So here we go. We're just going to take these controls and push this up, and he's gone. Riker is gone. He's been transported. Right, so now, if we want to bring him back, all we got to do is bring the controls back down again. And Riker's back, and we can go in there and reach right in for him. And you can see, there he is. There's Riker right there. Let's try it with let's bring Data in. Now, I got them, since, just to kind of save time, I got him on his little figure stand, so I'm just going to bring him in like that and just kind of slide him in there right next to the little foot peg, just to save time. We'll close that door. Data's ready to be transported, so beam him down. We'll push these up. Data's gone. He's been transported, and then when you're ready to bring him back to complete the mission, just like the box said, we'll bring the controls back down again. And there's Data back. He's safe and sound and ready to report to Picard. Isn't that so cool? Now, for those of you, it is, like I said, it is a magic trick. So, for those of you who do not want to be spoiled, I am about to show how this works. So if you don't want to know how that works, you can probably just go ahead and stop watching now. I don't know that I'm going to skip ahead to anything important after this. You've seen how this works. Very cool collectible, very cool piece of Star Trek toys. Like I said, when my friend brought this to me and I worked on it to fix it, I just had to have it. So I got my own. But I'm going to go ahead and show off how this works. So if you don't want to know how that works, go ahead and thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Now, for those of you that are interested in how this works, it's simple: lights and mirrors. So the reason I brought the camera down, if you'll notice, if I bring the camera back up again, and you look in there, you can see kind of like a diagonal line, right? So the way this works is, we have a mirror here. And really what this is just a piece of plastic with a reflective surface. That's still plastic in there. And it's set up at an angle, and there's light. So you can see that there's a light here. There's another light that matches this on the other side of that mirror right there. Right? So what happens here is when you put the figure, we'll bring Picard in this time. When you bring the figure in here, this chamber is lit up by this light, right? So we close that up, and it's kind of a bit of a two-way mirror. So as we're looking at the playset, we'll bring this down again. As you're looking at the playset, you can see Picard back there because that's the chamber that's lit up. There's another light, like I said, right here, and that one is off. So when I slide these up, this is probably the best angle. You can see the light in the back chamber lit up right now. As I move these, you're going to notice that light in the back turns off, and this one turns on. You see that? So now you're seeing this light on, and also you're seeing the reflection of this light. That's why you're still seeing kind of two lights. So what's happening here is now that this light is on in this chamber, this plastic is reflecting the inside of this panel right here. There's no light in the back chamber where the figure's at. Now, if I open the door, you can probably, if you let a little bit of light in there, depending on the conditions, it's probably not the best conditions here, but if you let some light in there, you could see some in there, but not so much down here. So yeah, that's how it works. It's really cool. It's literally lights and mirrors, the way that this works, and it is just such a neat effect. I was blown away when my friend brought me this to work on it. And once we got it working, and I didn't have any Star Trek figures to test it on, so I was actually using one of my smaller Optimus Prime figures. Like one of these is what I was using. And we tested it out. We got, just to make sure that everything was working, the lights were working, the sounds were working. I had Optimus Prime in there, and let's see if we can get him in there good. And then we just transported him away. And I just thought it was the coolest thing. I had to have one. I just absolutely had to have one. So happy that I did. Yeah, that light's on. It looks weirdly dark, probably because of the light that's mounted right above the camera here. So, yeah, this was a fun video. We'll turn that off. Save my my C batteries. This was a fun video. Just a odd, random like unboxing. Like I said, I found a couple of these, a little cheaper, loose, and confirmed to be working, but I kind of wanted to open it myself. And then I thought, let's open it on camera. Let's open it all together and kind of gamble. Let's see if it works after 30 years, brand new in the box. I figured it would, but you never know. It's odd that the little viewfinder piece here, see, it looks like it's got little, I don't know, I need to figure out a way to get in there to clean it from the inside because it's got smudges. And that bothers me, but yeah, very, very cool piece. Like I said, when my friend brought it, I just had to have one, so I figured we'd open it together and just kind of have fun with this. So if it's, I know this is not my normal thing, so if you enjoyed this, I hope you enjoyed this video. I sure enjoyed making it. I do have a couple of Star Trek things, so if you like that kind of stuff, let me know down in the comments if you want me to review a couple of those things. Like I just got that new Enterprise that just came out by Playmates, which is just absolutely fantastic. Really looking forward to the D. The Enterprise D is coming out soon, so really looking forward to that one. So if you'd like to see me review that kind of stuff, let me know. Drop me a comment. Let me know. Sometimes I do Ninja Turtles and He-Man stuff, and some of it gets good reactions, some of it not so much. So just let me know. But I thought this would be a fun video to make, and I certainly had fun making it. I hope you had fun watching it. The 1993 Playmates Star Trek The Next Generation Transporter. If you're into Star Trek and you don't have one of these, get one of these. This is so cool. It's just absolutely, it's really a cool, fun toy. That about does it. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment, and thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.